there, and welcome to Jay's Toy Collection UK for breaking news. Now, it's been a while since I've done a breaking news video, so with a bit of Marvel Legends breaking news this afternoon as soon as I came home from work, I thought it's probably time to jump on and do one. So we've got some Marvel news, we've got some Turtles news, a bit of Gargoyles news. It's all going on as ever, so I'll sort of jump in and show you what has been revealed. So thanks as ever to marvelousnews.com and JC at toynewsinternational.com because I've nicked all their pictures again. So as you can see here on the screen, we have the West Coast Avengers Marvel Legends box set. So this is an Amazon exclusive and it's going up for sale tomorrow in the region of $125, I do believe has been announced. So probably 120 odd pound as well here in the UK. So it's another big box set. It is again still in the plastic 3 packaging, so it's in the cardboard box, the big prison of death for Marvel Legends. But of the sort of plastic 3 era, these big box sets I think do look actually quite nice, of course, until you open them and I say it's just full of cardboard coffins inside. But as you can see, got a really nice sort of Marvel Legends mocked up comic book cover on the front for the classic sort of West Coast Avengers, and down the side you've got all the sort of character images as well. So I'm a bit mixed on this one, so please do let me know your thoughts in the comments below, because this is a bit of new and this is a bit of things we already have. So if you didn't already have some of these figures, or you didn't even have any of them, I think this is a really good box set. But if you're like me and you've got the ones that are already out, you might have to wait for the sale, I think, on this one. So that is the front of the image. I'll just flick through and see if we can get the group shot. So where is the group shot, JC? There it is, there, the group shot. So what do we get in our 5-pack? We get Tigra herself, of course. I'm sure Display One's going to be happy. It's Tigray. She's back again. But this time, hopefully, they fixed the orange. Because she was very, very sort of extreme, sort of, I don't know if you have Wotsits in America, sort of a sort of cheesy puff crisp. But she was a very Wotsit orange colour. So it looks like, to me at least, they fixed the orange and she's not as bright. Then you've got Silver Centurion Iron Man, which of course I'm very mixed on because that is my favourite armour of Iron Man. But of course I've already got the original release that didn't come out too long ago. I think that was only out in, what we now, 2023. I think that was a 2021 release at a push. So we've got a sort of repainted Iron Man, this time a sort of whiter than sort of the silver he was before. We've then got Spider-Woman herself. Yeah, pinless, so that's good by the looks of it. Double jointed elbows, so that's an upgrade. But it is the same costume we already have from a few years ago. But she is a hard to find Marvel Legend, so I'm sure if you haven't got the original version, you'll be quite happy to see her as well. And then we've got the 2 new figures. So we've got Ant-Man himself, of course, Hank Pym, but this time his iconic sort of red 80s jumpsuit, I suppose that can only be described as. So that's a wanted figure for a lot of people, including myself. So I'll be happy to see that one. And then of course the sort of front and centre there, Mockingbird. And they all know we want a classic Mockingbird, and they're finally going to give us one, but it's in a bloody box set. But the good thing with Amazon is a lot of these box sets do end up in the sale. So I think with the Spider-Man 5-pack, that's gone in the sale. Remember the Wolverine 5-pack? I bought that day one. That was a stupid decision. That was down to about 60 odd pounds. So that one in the sale. I think the Thanos, sort of Children of Thanos MCU set was the only one that broke the rule and didn't go to the sale. But classic Mockingbird, but of course not quite the puffiness of the sleeves there, so I don't know quite how well that's going to go down to me. The Avengers was never my biggest thing in Marvel, so I ain't that particular fussy. I do have the more modern version of Mockingbird, but mine suffers awfully from sort of yellowing. The white on the torso has gone completely yellow. I've tried sort of hydrogen peroxide to fix it, which fixed it for a couple of months, and then it yellows again. So I've got the same with my R2-D2 from Star Wars Black Series, and the same with my Sharon Carter. So hopefully this Mockingbird won't actually turn white. Hopefully it's white paint rather than white plastic. We won't have that issue. So we'll just take a look at some of the other figures and closer looks. So please again do leave your thoughts in the comments below. Will you be picking this one up? Is it a pass? Is it a wait for the sale job? I'm thinking if I can sell some of the other figures, then potentially I could get this one earlier. But at the moment, I don't know if I can be asked to go through selling them all, so we will see. So you do get 2 different head sculpts for Tigray herself there. Same body though, of course, that is a pinless one, as you can see here. So it's a nice body, but it was just a bit too orange before. I do like the sort of snarling head sculpt there. So that's that one is nice. A few more closer images there of her. Is that a new hair sculpt on Jessica Drew? Now I could go upstairs and actually have a look at her, but yeah, can't be asked. Just finished work, so think that's a new hairpiece, but I'm sure you'll correct me in the comments already if I'm wrong. But she is completely pinless this time, so she will stand up, because mine does suffer the old jelly legs on my previous version of Spider-Woman here, so it would be nice to have a pinless version. I don't think she comes with any web effect. She comes with some sort of, I don't know, sort of jism style effect that she had last time. It was quite vajazzled, but doesn't seem that you get that this time. There he is, Hank Pym himself, in his jumpsuit. It was a strange outfit choice, wasn't it? Just before I was born, so the fashion of the sort of early 80s, if I'm in the right time period here. But again, he is pinless. I'm assuming that's the same upper torso as Wonder Man, but I haven't got that wave yet because I'm being strong on Marvel Legends this year and haven't gone sort of all in waiting for sales. So I assume that's the same top half there from what I've seen on Wonder Man. And there's Mockingbird. So yeah, she's pinless, but that looks like a. Oh, is that the dreaded single joint I have spied there? It does look like it. It does look a bit strange here when the arm sort of bends out for the kind of bit of puffiness they've got. She's got her baton there, but again, you've got the marbling in the plastic, so that wasn't the best promo shot. I don't think they could have picked there, but you've got a classic mask on a bit of windswept hair, so it's a nice head sculpt. And we are pinless in the legs, are we? Can't tell from that picture. And we'll go back and see if we can find a little one of her. But there's Hank Pym, and that's back to where we started. So there is Iron Man. Again, they haven't updated the body, so you've still got the pins in that one, but they are the same colour, so that's really not an issue. But is this more accurate, or is the previous one more accurate? I'm assuming the previous one really is more accurate. The more the silver, they've gone the more the whitish tones on the sort of flesh tone area there, and the same old blast effects. I'm sure you've never seen those before in Marvel Legends. Anybody ever seen those? They are brand new. Probably not. Oh, flicked right past her. Goodness me. Flew past a Mockingbird. And yes, I can confirm. Look at that. I'm going to get into look. Yeah, definitely pinless. Or 100% pinless in the legs. So that means you'll probably stand up. So that's a bonus. I do think we've got a bit of a heel on there. We've got a heel. Yeah, we've got a bit of a heel. Now, a bit of a heel on a female figure. That's not the greatest, because she might fall over. And you've got the extended length there as well. So the extended length on this must have a pair of accessories. Back to Tigra. There's Iron Man. A few little bits of posing. As you see, the sleeves here do look very strange when you articulate the arms. So that isn't the greatest design I think they've ever come up with. So that is your Marvel Legends 5-pack. As I say, Amazon tomorrow in the region of 125. I think for me it's a wait for a sale job, but I would like Mockingbird and Hank Pym. And I do like the updated Tigra. I'm happy really with my Jessica Drew and happy with my Iron Man, so I will wait. So that is Marvel Legends, which is the reason I jumped on, because straight as I finished work, that was announced. But yesterday was World Turtle Day, ladies and gentlemen. World Turtle Day. So I put a quick short up of the Turtles collection, as I spent most of the evening watching, of course, Tanner and Dan Who on Turtles and Tea. So do go check that replay out if you haven't. But I haven't got to talk about these bad boys yet, so let's do. So what was announced from NECA then? The first of what's probably going to be many San Diego Comic-Con exclusives here for 2023. Can you believe we're nearly at SDCC time again? It just flies by, doesn't it? Time, where does it go? And talking time, this is a long time coming. So here we have, of course, Ernie Reyes Jr. himself and his scooter. So it's Keno from Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles 2, The Secret of the Ooze. Not my favourite of the original films, but still a classic if you grew up in the early 90s / late 80s. So he's going to be coming in a pizza box. So Roy's from Greenwich Village, Greenwich, Connecticut, the home of Triple H. So Roy's Greenwich Village, can't even speak today. Convention executive, with scooter. So there is old Ernie himself, looking quite pleased with himself, I must say. and he's got himself a big box. So what do you get then? You get, of course, the figure and the scooter. And it looks like we've got the Roy's Pizza Employee of the Month, March 1991. Now, I wonder if he could have signed that. That'd have been cool if that was actually he had signed that somewhere. But way back in March 1991, I was 4. I was just coming up 4. I was a month off being 4 back then, and he was Employee of the Month. So you get that for your wall. It's like you get a badge, maybe a sew-on badge, maybe a pin, T-shirt as well. So I imagine, a T-shirt as well. This isn't going to be cheap, is it? So first thing I think of when I hear SDCC, or Cheeky Monkey Kiara herself actually hears a SDCC, is how much is this bloody going to cost me? So this ain't going to be cheap if you get a T-shirt. And I'm thinking, 175 maybe. I would be thinking. Do leave me your pricing thoughts in the comments below. We will have a little debate. 150 maybe if I was feeling a bit more generous. So I like this. I do want this. I've got all the Turtles movie figures from the first and the second movie, so I do need this. But the question is to me, will they re-release this later? I can't see this being the only release of Keno here, but is it going to be the only release of the bike? They might just give you all this other stuff as the SDCC exclusive and release the bike and the figure as this exact 2-pack later, hopefully through the NECA website. But is FOMO going to get me? Because I could probably live without the bike. Here's some closer looks at the head sculpt. It's a really, really good head sculpt. If you look at that and then flick back to this picture here, and you see his actual likeness there from the movie. Compare that to the head sculpt. It's a really, really good likeness on this head sculpt. So definitely a most wanted figure. I believe he played one of the Turtles. Isn't the same actor play one of the Turtles in the first film? He was under one of the suits. I'm sure he was. Let me know in the comments which suit he was under. So good likeness, and there's the original render that was released, and there's a better look at him back on his bike. So will you be picking this one up? I certainly will, but will I pick up this version? Will I be brave and hold out? Because I think it will get a re-release, and if I miss out on the bike, I'm not too mad. I just want the figure. Or will I give in to FOMO? Let me know. And it's probably me, so I can tell you right now, I'll probably give in to FOMO. So that is the first of the World Turtle Day announcements. And here's the second. Now, this was announced, the first one I should say was of course announced via the Foosh for, so credit to Robo and everybody there for the Ernie Reyes figure. But the Yes Have Some podcast, the Toy Anxiety folks themselves, Ryan Dole and friends, did get to announce the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles 3 Turtles in Time Samurai Turtles SDCC 4-pack. So, if you've got the previous 4-packs from the first and second film, like I have done over the years, you're probably going to want this one. But let me be dreadfully honest with you. This is one of the worst films I have ever seen in my life. Does anybody actually like this film? Please do let me know in the comments if you're a fan of the movie. Because I tried to watch it about a year ago again, because I've got the box set of the original 3. So I watched the first 2 when some of the NECA figures were coming out, get that hype built up. And I thought, okay then, let's be brave. You never liked this as a kid. I remember distinctly not liking it as a kid. I thought, what the hell has happened to the Turtles? But I thought, okay. It's a bit like Back to the Future 3. I never liked that as a kid. I thought, what are we doing in Western times? But as an adult, quite like Back to the Future 3. And I don't like Back to the Future 2. What's Back to the Future got to do with this? Nothing, but NECA made those figures as well. So I thought, I'm going to be brave. I'm going to give this a watch. Make it through about the first hour and had to turn it off. I literally couldn't finish the film. It was bloody dreadful. It was terrible. It was up there with me for the Flintstones movie, and my God, did I hate that movie as a kid. So I cannot stand this movie. How clear can I be? I don't like this movie. But I'm buying these figures. I am 100% buying these figures. Turtles in samurai uniforms. They're going to look absolutely epic. Will they make the horses? Probably not. But I won't get horse FOMO. I will have horses. We can deal with the horses. But where am I going to put them? Because I specifically got 2 cubes in the display room. One for the first movie, one for the second movie. I didn't have a spare cube. But Uncle Ali is trying to hook me up with some of the Archie comic turtle stuff. So when that's arrived, that's going to take the spare cube. So I don't actually know where I'm going to put these bad boys. So I shouldn't really buy them. Can't stand the film. No room for them. Why buy them? They're not going to be cheap, are they? It's going to be at least 150. At least 150 for a 4-pack. But I'm going to buy them. I'm an absolute idiot. So let me know in the comments. Do you like the film? And are you buying these turtles? So that's it from World Turtles Day. Just want to go over some gargoyles because this was recently announced and I'm a massive gargoyles fan. Shout out Rock and Roll Collectibles, whether you can see this or not, because I can't see myself on the camera. But Thaylog himself is here. I literally ordered him yesterday and he came today. So that was great. Rock and Roll Collectibles, I usually get my wrestling figures from here in the UK, but they must have imported some old gargoyles. So I managed to get Thaylog. But Lexington, one of my little favourites. I think Hudson's my favourite, but I like little Lex next. So ton of accessories with Lexington. This is up for pre-order now on Big Bad Toy Store because, of course, as a general rule, these are not sold in the UK. So I am having to go through BBTS to get them imported over. But there's an innovation with Lexington here. It's the wings. You've actually got sort of, I believe they're saying, bendy wings. So you can see them in this image folded down. You haven't got to change them. The same wings fold up. So that'll be interesting to see how they actually function in real life. Shame they didn't do that with all the other wings, because these wings, if you haven't got any of these in hand, these are absolutely fucking huge. If you've got the NECA street scene diorama, you put like one gargoyle on it, and it nearly takes up the whole bloody thing. You've got like 18-inch wingspan, so they're crazy. So at the moment, I'm trying to get rid of some Marvel Legends, cut those down, and above my wardrobe, I am going for a massive gargoyles display. Is what I'm currently working on up in the toy room. So that will be a video coming to the channel in the future once I actually finish it. So you've got the white out eyes. I'm not a fan of the white out eyes. Lex isn't angry. He's a happy little boy. So you've got his crossbow there. So that's a really cool accessory. And that is it. He's the last member of the sort of the main crew that they've actually done. So you get his little headset. There's little remote control there. So really cool to actually have Lexington finally in the display. Well, soonish when he gets here. What are they saying? September 2023. That'll be delayed, so probably for Christmas. So a Christmas present to myself. Lexington. So that's pretty much it for the news I wanted to talk about. So we had the Marvel Legends 5-pack, we've got the Turtle stuff, and we've got a new Gargoyles. So let's do a bit of plugging for what's to come. So if you want to see me actually live, this Saturday, 1 PM Eastern Time, 10 AM Pacific, and that is 6 PM in the UK, you will find me live on this very YouTube channel, doing an alternate commentary of WWE Night of Champions. So we are going to have a brand new World Heavyweight Champion. I love the belt. I'm sure some people don't, but I love that new belt. Of course, a tribute to Big Gold itself. So we are going to crown a new World Heavyweight Champion. We've got Brock Lesnar and Cody Rhodes. We've got Sami Zayn actually wrestling in Saudi Arabia for the first time, I believe. And Kevin Owens versus Roman Reigns and Solo Sikoa. We've got Becky and Trish and all sorts of extravagance to come. So do join me, 6 PM UK, then this coming Saturday, the 27th, I do believe is the date. I'll get the live stream set up at some point. So you'll be able to hit that notification bell for a reminder. And that'll be 4 hours of me talking away and we're seeing what move names I can come up with. And hopefully Seth Rollins or AJ Styles will be crowned the new World Heavyweight Champion. And finally then, this bad boy, Mafex Magneto, he shipped this morning. So I woke up to a bill from HobbyLink Japan, and this bad boy has shipped. So the yen is really weak, so he's only about £52, which is an absolute bargain for a Mafex figure. So Mafex Magneto and Mafex Steel from the Superman story. He's actually around here somewhere. I can probably click on him and get Steel up for you. They will be coming. Hopefully they'll be here by next week. So you'll have wrestling from me on the channel on Saturday, and then hopefully Monday or Tuesday is a bank holiday in the UK, so it might be Tuesday. Maybe Wednesday I will have a review of at least Magneto to start with, and then we'll look at Steel. But while we're here, actually, let's finish off on a final thing that went up for pre-order yesterday. It's the Dark Knight Returns variant suit Joker. So I have the other version they've already released in the full white suit, but this is from his when he's getting ready to go on the stage. He's got the lipstick, he's got the more sort of pattern suit and the brown, I'm going to say pants, very American of me. The black trousers is what I was actually trying to say. So it comes with this sort of candy floss. Would you take candy floss from a Joker? So this is my favourite version of the Joker, so I will be buying this. Actually, I think I'll pre-order that in a few minutes when I finish this little sort of live, not live stream here. So I think if you've got the other one, you probably don't need this one. And yes, you're a big fan, but I am a really big fan of that sort of Frank Miller Dark Knight Returns story. So I will be pre-ordering this one. So that's it, really. Just sort of jumped on for a random video. Haven't done one of those in a while. I thought, let's see how it goes. So I have been Jay. This has been Jay's Toy Collection UK. Please do comment, like, and of course subscribe, as I'm on the road to 1,000 subscribers in 2023. So as ever on these sort of live not lives, I've got to remember how to end it. I think it's F9. So I'm going to say goodbye, and I'm going to hit F9 and see you on the next video.